Paragraphs. Okay, so if you guys looked at this slideshow that I had with you guys last week when we went over intro paragraphs, the conclusion paragraph is on this same document. So I'm going to scroll all the way to the second to last slide. And there are three things that you need for your conclusion paragraph. The first is your restated thesis. When it comes to your restated thesis, here's what I suggest you do. You look at the thesis that you wrote, and then you just reword it. So here, I have Edgar Allan Poe will be known for being a strange writer, and is best known for his work and life. But if you look at my thesis down here, that was in my intro, it says Poe is an intelligent yet gloomy human, which can be seen through his past, his belongings, and his works. So I kind of hit on his works and his life, and instead of saying gloomy human here, I say strange. So I kind of just reworded it to my own benefit there. All right, then what you're going to include here is like wrap up information. So this is where you kind of touch base on like the things that you talked about in your body paragraphs. One key thing is you never ever include new information in your conclusion paragraph. So here I'm going to have like things that I've already mentioned, and I'm not going to include new facts. So while he did live a long life, he had a great experience in the Army. And that was my first body paragraph. Poe had written and published several works of art over his lifetime. In my second paragraph, I talk about all the things that he's published and written. In the third paragraph, he also is best known for his works, his more famous works like The Raven and Telltale Heart. And in the third body paragraph, I specifically talk about these two pieces. And then you're going to wrap it up with a drop the mic comment. How many of you guys have seen a video or watched a comedian and like after the fact that they're done, they drop their mic and they're like, I'm out, peace, I just nailed it. Maybe some nods. That's what this is. It's not meant to be like something funny or like world shattering, but it is kind of supposed to leave us in a spot where we're like, oh, okay, this is what we just read and this is just what we talked about. So, while he will always be referred to based on his work, Poe will still go down in history as a strange man. So I kind of just wrap up everything we've talked about up to this point. He's kind of an oddball, but he is best known for all the things that he's written and produced up to this point, okay? I did want to remind you that on the last slide I have 3 helpful videos. So last week for the intro paragraph, and then the body paragraphs, and then our MLA format. As for Floop, is there somebody's essay I can show you guys where the comments are? Lacey? Okay. So, here's Lacey's essay. She can look at her comments off to the side about who they're from and like what they say to maybe work on or improve so that you guys know what to look for. And that's something that you guys are going to do today because you can actually see the comments now. And then the last thing, this is where you can turn your conclusion paragraph in at. You're going to see that I have the things that you need and then that slideshow again. If you need it, it is going to be a question. So it's kind of like the intro paragraph where you turn it in as a questions or a answer forum instead of a document. Okay, questions. Okay, I think that's it. If you guys do have questions, you can let me know.